Yet again, I pulled a Todd. Stay tuned to the very end for the part that I had to add on because I forgot. Yet again, my bad. See y'all then. Hello and welcome to Nitro Talk. If you're into the Nitro side of the RC hobby, I'd really love a like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate I've had a little time off. I've had camera issues, still having camera issues. I'm using my old camera. I'm going to try to make this as good a video as I can. I was using my cell phone to record. I got a S20 FE Galaxy. Took great videos, right? Using that to make videos. Doing a great job. The glass that covers the cameras broke. Ordered a new replacement. The camera was blurry. I guess it damaged the lens. So camera no good. Ordered the new part, put it on, still no good. So probably just order another one of those phones. But anyways, had phone issues, camera issues. I'll be totally honest. I have other hobbies that have, been kind of taking up a little bit of my time. It's been a week since I've had a video up, and certainly I'd like to. I don't like to leave y'all waiting that long for content. As a welcome back to myself, I thought I'd bring out another in the long list of my favorite engines, something super cool for us to look at today. And what is that? That is the Go Engine GX2 the most well-known, well-loved, raced Go engine, as far as I know. Their most popular racing engine, certainly I've never seen the 3R or the 7R in the wild at all. I've seen a few 5RHOs. It was a somewhat popular engine in its day. The same people who like to crap on SH and Force will also crap on Go. It's another Taiwan engine manufacturer. Your OS snobs who stick their nose up at SH and whatnot, they'll feel the same way about Go engine. The Go engines that I've had. They haven't had any issues with them. They were good running engines. I have never personally ran a 5RHO. Have seen them run at the track. Y'all, those of you who know me know I'm a big forum reader, or certainly was back in the day. And the internet opinion of the 5RHO is pretty favorable, pretty high. So let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. I don't know what happened there, but I got this on eBay 3, 4, 5. It's been a good while. And it came with some extras, which is always a bonus. And also, I feel, certainly at the time, I felt I got a great deal on this engine. And as the time goes on, the deal only gets better and better. This engine, I feel like this will be a good collector piece because of its somewhat rarity along with its somewhat popularity. It was a somewhat popular engine that is somewhat rare now. So those things combined to say that it's going to go up in value, I say. I'm rambling. Did y'all miss me? No, you didn't. You didn't even know I was gone. It's only been a week. But anyways, let's take a look at some Nitro, right? Let's do that. Let's open this thing up now. I said this came with some extras. The first extra it came with, a sweet extra, boom, 2 spare rods. Check those out. Oh yeah, I'm going to need my blocker today because I got to do my old school zoom method to make sure the zoom works good. So you can see what we're looking at. A couple of spare new rods. Very nice. Also, with this engine, when I got it as a bonus, a spare crankcase with bearings. And we'll obviously be taking a look at the crankcase. Backplate, a lot of parts. Basically, everything but the crank, piston sleeve, cooling head, and carburetor. I mean, all the internal other parts. But we'll set that aside and take a look at this beauty in a plastic bag with a desiccant packet. And when I say beauty, I mean it. I am of the opinion that this is one sexy mofo right here. This is a really, that's what Go is short for, good looking engine. GX2. We will also today, I had discussed a long time ago on the channel that I wanted to do a video talking about engine pipe combos, right? The whole concept of engine pipe combos. But we'll get into that another time. But what we will get into is this was the combo. The 5RHO was its pipe that goes with it is this Go 2072 right here. So we're going to be looking at that also. We got some great stuff to look at today. Are you excited? I am excited. I am looking forward to this one. All right. Now, as I'm getting into this, let's talk about the Reedy 121 VRST. If you watched my video on it, or if you're simply familiar with that engine, you will be aware of its very unique head button, right? It has that head button that kind of matches the cooling head, very large, with the holes drilled in it, the large unique head button on the 121 VRST, the VR as well. The Go engine here has essentially the exact same head button. And I am like 90% sure that this Go here came out a few years, at least a couple, and I'm not positive about this, but I believe sometime before the 121 VR and the ST. So, did they get that very unique head button design from Go engine here? Or did they both get it from Pico, which I believe also had some engines with this button? Very unique, very good looking. I like the cooling fins. I like the holes drilled in it. Just a very, very nice head button all around. We will get into that. Use my nice brand new 2mm. Always give it that gentle tap. Sit that there. Let's get this back plate off. So yeah, there are a couple engines have that. Oh yeah, what am I doing? Have that unique head button. Which one was first? Who knows? I'm sure might be able to research it, see, when all those engines came out. Who did it first? Anyways, I like that head button. I also really, really like the head itself on this engine. Well, the 121 VR as well at VRST. That has a really nice head button, or cooling head. But this one here, it may be certainly in my top 10 favorite cooling heads. Really, I've always dug. I love the high output right there. All right, I dig that. I like the big G for the Go GX2-5RHO. I'll tell you another thing. I always, for a long, long time, I read this as SRHO, not 5RHO. That looked like an S to me there. Again, unique shape to match up with the unique head button. Equally spaced fins there. And we do have some kind of unique shine cut situation on here. We got some wide, only three shine cuts. There's no, you have this shine cut on either side, right? But then this shine cut is only, I guess you could put it front or rear, whichever you decide. But yeah, it's only on one side. There's no shine cut over there. That's cool. All right, piston up. Got really low pinch like an SH. Take our back plate off. We can lower our piston back down. Now I believe, yep, this will come right on out. Sit that there. And piston and rod. And finally the crank. All right. We have our 5RHO disassembled here. Now, did I notice, I think I may have, when looking at these before, yeah, there is a difference to these crankcases, right? The one that came on the assembled engine and the spare crankcase. If you look, this is the spare one here. The spare has this GX2-5RHO stamped there into the mounting, but the one on the assembled engine does not have that. And then a number, serial number or whatever, on the one with the GX2-5RHO stamp. It also has a number on the other side. But that one does not. So both blank on the one and both with text on the spare one. Other than that, though, they are identical. Same bearings. EZO Japan. Oh, okay, you know what? I spoke too soon. The spare one has an unlabeled bearing. As you can see there, unlabeled bearing. But on the one, well, on the assembled engine, it has an EZO, yes, EZO Japan front bearing on the one, the completed engine. Little different. Now, one thing I really liked about this engine was that I like the orange color, right? You got the pinch bolt there, that nice anodized aluminum orange. The cooling head and even the venturi have a super cool orange color. I like it. It's unique. And certainly for the pinch bolt. We have some little mounts there for mounting spring going around your exhaust, mounting your exhaust, not going around. It would normally go around this way, but these are for the little short spring style that go directly to the manifold. I never really use these. I pretty much always use wraparound springs personally. GX2, the camera's kind of had a different angle than it usually is, so it's kind of hard for me to see where I'm framed at, so sorry about that. GX2 on one side, Go logo on the other, has Go engine up there on the carb on both sides. Cool little notches cut in those, what would normally be kind of straight lines. Standard steel rear bearing in here. Beautifully, I don't see any issues as far as fit and finish. Everything's very nicely cut. Have an O-ring set down into the carburetor throat. Again, EZO Japan front bearing, very nice. Yeah, good looking crankcase right there. We took a look at that head real quick, but let's go ahead and get a nice, again, I love that high output up there. Kind of, oh yeah, if you look at it, okay. Yeah, and that's that way with a lot of Nitro engines. I've noticed that the graphic is never kind of in line like this is how it sits on the engine, but then the angles kind of, or the graphic is kind of at an angle. A lot of engines are like that. Again, unique bottom that meets up with the head button. Very cool, beautiful orange color. I love that cooling head on the 5RHO. We got a quick look at this head button. Let me go ahead and see what kind of shim stack we've got on here. We have a copper in 0.2 and an aluminum in 0.3, so a 0.5 millimeter shim stack here on the 5RHO. What kind of plug is that? A T3 plug with the gold electrode there. Is that a Duratrax plug maybe? Not positive. All right. Of course, it is turbo. Yes, it is turbo. Oh, let me put that back over there. Carburetor is a 2-needle, 8 millimeter Venturi, a huge Venturi. It is insulated, as you can see. Oh, wow. Is that? It's hard to tell, but yeah. Wow, I've never seen that before. That's kind of unique. So you have an insulator, right, on the carb, but also this top piece, right, that is a larger diameter than the throat, is also the same material up here. It's almost like a built-in O-ring up there. See the thickness of the section, just a little bit of insulator right there above. It's kind of hard to explain, kind of like where an O-ring would sit. It's like another layer, another section of the insulator, plastic right there up top. That's cool. Never seen that before. No logo, kind of weird. Again, 2 needle, low needle, high needle, right there. Aluminum banjo. It does have a hard-coated slide on it. Good looking carb. Feels good. I love that insulator with the extra section up there. That's kind of cool. All right. The back plate. Now, I put this brown O-ring on here. This is not the stock O-ring. This came out of a set I have. I think the one that was on it was either bad or old. Either way, same thing. So I put this O-ring on there. That's not a stock O-ring. And this was a couple years ago that I put that one on. That's like a Viton or something. Not a good material for the O-ring for this engine. Needs to be a silicone, and I have since gotten some silicone backplate O-rings. So I will be replacing that. You know what? You know what? I lost my good pick. My blue handle pick. I had another pick with a finer tip. This tip is blunt. Maybe I could shave this down. But yeah, you need a good pick to get at these O-rings sometimes. Let me make sure that groove is nice and clean. And grab the O-ring, stash, and which one? Not that one. Oh, stuck in there. Let me see. Is that? Yeah, that's not. This has a little bit wider groove than others. So that O-ring isn't going to work. That one isn't going to be stretchy. We'll be using that one because that one did work. And these are different. Not all back plates use the same O-ring. That's a good lesson there for you. Where is my molly coat? I'll put that back on after the video, and I will re-molly coat it before I put it back on to the back plate. No marking for up on the rear of the back plate, although you can see the ledge up in there, so you can clearly see which side is up. We got like some dots all the way around out there. I believe that's a composite, or is it just painted? I can never tell with back plates for some reason. All right, that's the Go Engine 5RHO backplate. Crank time. Let's take a look at our crank. All right. We got a nice drill and fill here. Got a silicone ramped, filled. We are not slugged. We're opened up nicely. Got a nice big opening there on the end of the crank. Got a very nice fin. Got a huge shark fin over here. Kind of a unique flat. Normally the shark fin is kind of like a bowl, like a rounded shape, but this one looks kind of flat. Not a lot of engines have that. It's not super unique. Yeah, good looking, huge window on it. Very nice leading edge on the induction window there, nice and sharp, huge induction window. Looks like this thing will pump a lot of air. Yeah, very good looking crank. I like it. Nice looking crank. A slug would make it out of this world. That's the only thing missing. All right. We are down to piston sleeve. And we kind of had a quick glance when we looked at those spares. Huge lower end on that connecting rod. absolutely huge. Does have the SH cutout, though. Kind of don't remember that. Very nice knife edge on the con rod. It's not as sharp as an SH, but it is very nice. Nice and sharp. We have 2 oil grooves. We have some bypass holes in the piston. Flat top, not a domed piston, but a flat top piston. 2 oil grooves, 2 bypass, knife edge. Good looking, very good looking. I don't see any imperfections. Nice, very thick lower end of the con rod there. Nice. All right. What do we do? We got everything. I want to make sure, yeah, we take a look at everything. Now this, my friends, is one of the 2.5 millimeter. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Sleeve time. Ooh. You know, it's been a long time since I looked at this. This has the same situation as the rolling. It has these very unique ports here where they are connected inside on the chrome side, but the outside section is kind of shaved away, as you can see right there. Let's go ahead and start at the beginning with our intake port. Not crazy wide, pretty tall, good and tall, but again, not super wide, not very, I wouldn't call it narrow, but I certainly wouldn't call it wide. Nicely ramped. Got a nice ramp on our intake port there. Looking good. Our exhaust, we got a lot going on the exhaust. Oh, nope, just light. You know, our exhaust port is not the biggest. I almost, that exhaust port kind of hits my eye as small for some reason. Not positive why, but it's kind of got a unique shape. We got rounded lower corners. We got dog ears up top, and it looks like it is kind of domed, higher in the center than, you know, the top is kind of domed. Those rounded bottoms there look really nice. Very unique exhaust port. And then we have 2 angled holes kind of coming up that way. Right there, and then 3 dots that do not go all the way through. That is our exhaust side. Plenty going on back there. Now, let's take a look at our Schnurley port situation. And that's where we see the rolling, the Novorossi rolling type of setup. And I'm not saying that the Novorossi rolling originated this, or, you know, it's that specifically that engine's thing. I'm just simply saying that that engine also has these type of ports, where, as you can see, you're going to get in on there real good. We have our, like a standard Schnurley port up top with a fang, right? Fang on the back edge. And a hole down here below this Schnurley port is not uncommon, but the fact that the 2 are connected by way of this cutaway section there, that is the kind of unique situation. Other side, same thing. And then we also have kind of a beaker looking type of port going along the exhaust back here. I'll tell you what. Okay. So this connection, I guess, makes those 2 one port because, again, and we've been over and over with this port counting thing, right? So this is a 5-port engine. This is the 5RHO, right? It's supposed to be a 5-port engine. We got 1 for our intake. Come over to the side here. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. So 3 on one side, 3 on the other, plus the intake, that is 7, right? But I guess the fact that these 2 are connected, they got that little bridge there in between them. I guess that makes that one port, right? So then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that does not count the exhaust or the 2 holes below the exhaust. Holy smokes. So if you count everything, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remove the exhaust port, it's 9. Remove the 2 below the exhaust port, it's 7. You got to make those one port to turn it into a 5. Holy smokes. Anyways, good looking work. I don't really see any, a little bit of, not jagged edge, but a little bit of imperfection, I guess you could say, along the edge there. But I'm trying to look for stuff. It's generally very good looking work on here. Very high taper at the bottom there. That bottom is tapered like a mofo. All righty. Good looking sleeve. I like the sleeve. Good looking engine. I love everything about this engine. I love the color, that unique head button. A lot of great things about this engine, and I love it a lot. And I hope you enjoyed taking a look at it. Thank you very, very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the video. Many, many more Nitro videos to come. Please like and subscribe if I haven't already said. Thank you very much. I will see y'all next time. All right. Yes, I did it. I made the video. We looked at, you know what? It was, that engine is what got me. I was, beautiful engine. I loved taking a look at that engine. Totally forgot about the pipe in my excitement of looking at that beautiful, beautiful Go 5RHO engine. But we got to check out the 2072 pipe as well. So let's do that real quick. And on the subject of beautiful, very, very good looking pipe here. I tell you what, I do not want to open it, but we can get a pretty darn good look through the plastic here. The graphic there is really nice, nicely printed, nice graphic and nicely printed on there. Highly chrome polish. We have a molded pressure nipple. We have a very nice chunky stinger there. It is reinforced. It is very thick. Diesel. Are those? No. Got a curved, not a double bent header, but a curved header. That's nice mounting flanges there. That almost kind of looks, you know what that is? This is the one that was knocked off. Hold on a quick second. Sorry. Hold on a second. I want to see something. So that manifold up there, I bought the super cheap from China pipes, right? Because they come with a really nice, these pipes from China, they're super cheap, right? They used to be like $8 shipped for a pipe with manifold from China. And I had ordered a couple of them because they came with a really, really nice manifold, right? This is one of the manifolds that came with those super, super cheap. Now, the pipes were garbage. I probably should have grabbed a pipe too. The pipes were garbage. Super, super thin, very loud. But this is the header, and a very nice header. It had a very thick mounting flange, right? And just overall, they were a good header. Now, when I started looking at that, let me see. Okay, Yeah, there are little differences. I'll tell you what, it's very, very similar. This end is pretty much identical, right? This end, we just have 3 smaller fins, where this has 2 larger fins. But other than that, those are very, very close. When I was looking at that, this is the vibe I got. I was like, that looks like that manifold. It does look like that manifold. Anyways, oh, that's cool. I like how that little section there is cordoned off with the springs in it. Oh, and the grub screw. Grub screw is in there as well for the pipe. And those gaskets look small. Gaskets look weird. Anyways, that is the manifold and accessories. And that is our beautiful 2072 pipe from Go Engine. Beautiful pipe to go with the beautiful engine. I'm really digging it. One of these days I will open up. I want to run that Go someday. Someday it'll happen. Hopefully y'all will be there with me when I do it. Take it easy. See y'all next time. Have a great day.